We are live. We are live. We are live. How's everybody doing tonight? I know we got my man Super Dave in the house. Oh, look at here. Jay Fox was the first person to comment tonight. Ain't that something? What's going on, Jay Fox? Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Super Dave, what's up, brother? Thank you for making this helping this show happen. Really do appreciate you, brother. Wish you could join us one night. It'd be cool to have you on. But I appreciate it either way. I appreciate everything that you do for us, man. I really do. Really appreciate it. Kelvin Walker, what's going on, man? We got Fred in the house. What's up, buddy? Who else we got going on? I tell you what, man, I almost didn't make it tonight. If it wasn't for my wife calling me 5 times in a row, this show wouldn't be happening right now. I'm gonna tell you, I was on the hunt out there. I am seriously on the hunt for a gigantic fish, y'all. I had a trip today and seeing my customers off, got their fish all filleted up, and went back out on the old hunt for the old 3 pound crappie. Yes, sir. Let me know if who's fished this past weekend. Give us a fish story. Let's talk about it. What did you use? Super Dave dropping all the links over here. And also right here, if any of you guys that hadn't joined that Houston area crappie fishing Facebook group page. And yes, it's named Houston area crappie fishing, but that has nothing to do with you being in a different state posting your reports over there. So we got uh Kim. Let me throw Kim in. What's going on, brother?
Not much. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. Did you get the fish this weekend?
No, I had a
I just
show.
yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I know I didn't see any pictures from you.
Yeah, I caught pink eye. That's about all I
I
caught.
heard about it, man. Have it cleared up?
Yeah, I feel better today. I actually
Yeah.
had no issues today.
Yeah, that's what's up. Reggie Harris, what's going on, buddy? We got Sid Lewis in the house. What's happening, brother?
Let's see.
Robert, what's up, man? Thank you for joining us, man. I really do appreciate it. Who else we got? Miss Stephanie back with us tonight. Hey, it's about time for those red here. I got a little bit of a report today that somebody's been out there getting some really good ones. I got to get over there. I might go tomorrow. It depends on the weather. I hadn't checked the weather yet for tomorrow. So I'm gonna check it. Check the weather. I might tip over there tomorrow. Just might do it. Todd Phelps in the house. What's going on, brother? Thank you for joining us. Ford, what's up, brother? Who else we got here? North Texas fisherman in the house. Thank you for joining us. Addicted to hunting. Nicole, thanks for joining us. Robert, man, this weather's just crazy down here, man. I'm talking about straight crazy. I'll say this, I always talk about, going out and having to move and make changes and all that. I'll tell you what, when you are out and the weather changes big time, when we got there this morning, the wind was blowing. It was probably already 20 this morning when we first got there out of the south, uh, which is it's been that way a couple days already. Strong south wind. Fish bit really good. And then here comes the rain. And first, the wind stopped blowing. And the pattern that I was on went dead. So found another pattern. And this is about 2 hours. Flat, no wind. Still heavy overcast, but no wind. Fish made a change. Then it started raining. Fish made a change. Then it stopped raining. Fish made a change. Then the sun started to pop out. Then the fish made a change. And if you're out and well, I've been catching all these fish and on this color, on this size jig, on this depth, and something changes and you don't make a change, that's where your catching stops at. And I'm talking about you guys know I got live scope. These fish were just vacant. at the depths that I had been on them this morning. Slick, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, slick.
Want to say thank you to without a doubt all the moderators. I had a bad experience with another live stream this week, so thank you all so much for what you do, Dave and Slick and LBG when he's here, and Big Les. Them guys really do help keep this live uh, clean. They really, really do. And I wish that you know there was a way that I could pay them. Uh, yeah, the guys that are local, I'll just take them fishing, and I think that they're plenty happy with that. I wish Super Dave would be able to get down here, and I would for sure take him out and show him a good time on the water. Uh, but you know, there's just not a lot of money involved in this thing. Us doing these lives, there's just not no money involved. You really can't say any money. Uh, it's just not there. And I'm not trying to do like all the other guys with doing the super chats.
Super
I mean, I want
chats.
people. Yeah, I'm not trying to do that. Man, it's not about money
No,
with these lives. It's not about
no.
that. Not for me. So, North Texas A hit up Fork this past weekend. Smacked 50 biggins. That's what's up, man. At Fork,
Mm,
man, it's almost too easy over there on Fork. That lake there. I passed up some names. I'm sorry about that. Fred, No Salt BP, back in the house. Thank you, sis, for joining us. Reggie Brown, thank you for joining us. I think it was somebody else I skipped over. The Boss Man won. Hold'em Hook TV. Thank all you guys for joining us. And I'm still looking for some comments on some guys who's been out fishing. Damon, what's going on, buddy? Who else we got here? Kim, you did that show. How'd that show go? Tell us about the show. What did you have going on over there?
Oh, it's called Tri Lakes Fly Fishing Expo.
Uh-huh.
It's my fifth year doing it since COVID. It's been 2 years, but it's just basically a fishing expo. It's all about fly fishing, and they invite the best 30 tires around the tri-state area,
Uh-huh.
and we got our table set up, and everybody's tying all this stuff. People come in, sit down, talk to you, ask you what you're tying, you show them, and just stuff like that. And had auctions, and
Awesome.
vendors, and just like a show, regular show.
Cool. That's what's up.
Yeah,
We don't think we ever have it. I'm almost positive we don't have nothing like that ever happen down here.
yeah.
There's just not a lot of people into that type of stuff here. Um, I don't even think Bash Pro or none of these other places have such stuff like that, man. It's just if it
Hmm.
ain't salt water down here, it don't mean nothing.
Right.
Um, and that's why Lake Houston. It's like my customer first time customers today, first time for live scope. They did an awesome job out there. Put 29 fish in the boat. Their very first time uh, using live scope, they caught every last one of them. And people, it's just like the 50 fish post a while ago that North Texas put up. 29 fish on first timers with live scope. I can't tell you how many fish that they miss. I can't tell you how many fish that they jacked the jig from. I can't tell you how many missed hook sets. Several. But for them to come out there in their very first time, put 29 slabs in the boat, we don't keep them. If they're not 11 inches, I talked to my cousin. Look, you're not gonna get no good fillets off this fish.
Mm.
Need to be 11 inches, and that way, if a game warden do come up on us,
Yeah, there's
uh,
nothing to worry about.
and we got a big old smile. We can crack jokes on them. We can do Lone Star Law with them. We can do whatever
Yep.
and have a big old smile on our face because we're all good. and that's what I try to push them to do. And I've only had and I totally understand people that want to do whole fries. I don't scrape the fish. That you got to take it home and do that yourself. But I've had some older gentlemen that say, "Hey man, I like whole fries, and I prefer the 10 to 11 inch fish." So
Yeah.
10 and a quarter to 11, that they can keep them, and I try to keep those fish alive, but because there's been a big old argument of fish. Do fish shrink when you put them on ice? It's not a question of if they shrink. I know they do. I know it's a fact that they do. Like, you won't get a game warden to tell you that because it's an excuse that some people will try to use, to try to get over. But they definitely do shrink. So anybody that's keeping fish that are just barely making it that mark, man, try to keep those fish alive because you put them on ice, you're gonna be in trouble.
Or you throw them in a basket and they're sitting there fanning their tails against that metal.
Yep,
That tail will get shorter. That's why I don't use baskets.
right. Damien, what's going on, buddy? We got Kelvin Walker back with us tonight. Louisiana is in the house.
Yeah.
Super Dave. George Baker's back with us. Good evening, fishermen. Hit the thumbs up. Coming in, please. Thank you, George. I really do appreciate any of you guys that have not hit that thumbs up. Please close your chat out and hit that thumbs up. Murdoch's in the building. What's going on, buddy? Power just storm in there. Said that the power just came back on. We had hail. Not. I didn't see hail today, but very close. Very couple towns up north from here. Actually, Slick is the one that was telling me about it. He was in it. Said they had marble sized hail up there today. And that's just crazy, man. This weather is so thrown off. No, Salt, have you been fishing? That's my question to you. You said you were going to get your rod and reel. You were going to take you a trip. I need to know if you went fishing. Ronald, what's going on, buddy?
So, Ronald.
Say he loves the channel. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy it. J Dub, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Addicted to hunting again. Last Saturday, I picked 15 off a big brush pile in 14 feet of water. I had to tell each one of them I saw them coming. That means you have live scope. That means you have live scope.
Mm.
Mallard Hunter, what's going on, buddy?
So,
Slick says, let's start early. Hit that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it if you do. Yes, No Salt BP does have a YouTube channel, and that name is what you can type in to do a search for it. No Salt BP. She has a cooking channel and does a lot of cooking with no salt. Addicted to the crappie thump. How you doing today? East Texas Thumper in the house. What up, dude? Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Check this handle out. Jigs up. Perch jerkers. How you doing? Yep, Kevin Walker, I do have a channel by the name of No Salt BP. There you go. Catfish and crappie in the house. What's going on, buddy?
Mark.
So let's talk about I've been anybody that's been following my posts over there on Facebook or any of the web pages that I'm on. I've been talking a lot about that black and green. It's a black and split body color, 1 3/4 inch stinger tail, plastic from Limits Tackle. And I've been using this bait on a number 2 sickle with a 1/8 head on it. And these fish have been in love with it. Uh, and with all of the high wind, I've been having to use 2 1/8 split shots along with that 1/8 number 2 sickle with the black and green stinger tail on it. And the fish have been absolutely loving it. I'm talking about and I can see these fish coming through the brush pile to come and get this jig. They've been knocking fire from me. Anyway, today we had a like I say, all those weather changes. The wind while the wind was blowing, I had an excellent bite. I was having to fish protected shorelines, and fish were biting really well. Uh, Around anywhere from 8 to 10 foot of water on brush. They were really tight to brush, but if you got that jig there near that brush, they came to get it. So then the wind shut off. Fish disappeared in the brush, but they were still there, but they were at the bottom of the brush piles. So we were having to work our jig through the stump. I'm talking about, when I say brush, I mean structure, whether it's a lay down, whether it's a stump, uh, any little stick ups on the bottom. And I could see these things glowing up under the structure. So if we got that jig down there, we could coax them out. But now, one thing that they would not do, if you were able to raise that jig up past that structure, they wouldn't touch it. So if you could get them to commit and hit that bait before it cleared that structure, you'd catch them. And then they stop wanting to follow that bait. They turn away from it. Some of them we'd have to almost hit. They wouldn't touch it. Changed a few colors. I went to an all black jig, plain little hand tie, uh, black body, black tail, plain head, and that jig worked really well. And somehow I forgot my jig box in my truck, and they got snagged up, and I lost that jig. So I had to go to a couple other jigs, and then I had to go to micro, and the micro is what finished the day off. So when the wind died all the way off, uh, they went to the bottom, and just about the rest of the day they were on the bottom. We finished off with 29 fish. My clients finished off with 29 fish, and took them back to the boat ramp, got their fish all cleaned up, and I'm telling you, I'm so addicted to get me a 3 pounder this year on my home lake. I shot back out there. I'm gonna tell you, my mind was nowhere near. Oh, it's Wednesday. We got the live tonight. I didn't even think about it. So shoot back out there, still using that micro jig, and the fish were back up in the brush piles. But the sky had cleared, and there was a light breeze that started blowing out of the north. Wind change from a 20, 30 mile an hour wind out of the south. It changed to a light breeze out of the north, and the fish come back up off the bottom into the brush piles. And anywhere from 8 to 12 foot of water. Now, if you don't make those type of changes or see those type of changes, you would not end up with a nice box of fish. Uh, and it's just things that everybody think that I just got that magic thing to go out there and catch fish, but it's I just let the fish tell me. I see, I analyze, I look at it, and another thing too, those of you that have live scope, don't just go up to a brush pile in one direction. Oh, you don't see any fish. Hit that brush pile from a few different sides, because I'm gonna tell you, those fish will dig into it. And unless you hit that brush pile or that structure at the right angle, you won't see them. I see that a lot. I see that a lot. So we got somebody. I thought Steve was gonna be on already, but we got somebody that's joining us tonight, and he fishes a different style of crappie, for crappie, strictly crappie. He's a guide, and I'm gonna throw him in. I know we got a lot of comments coming in, guys, but I want to get this guy on. Let me see if I got any questions over here. I want you guys to check out now this his technique. I'd never do here. It ain't happening for me. Guaranteed, I would never ever do his technique. But I'm gonna bring him on, let him introduce himself, and let him fill you guys in on what he do to catch crappie and his style. What's going on, brother?
How y'all doing, boss man?
Oh, we good. We all
Oh,
good.
what's up, Derek?
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Oh, good,
All
man.
good. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you good.
Okay. All right. That'll work.
Yes,
So fill
sir.
us in on who you are, what you do, how you fish, what you fish for, what you use, all of that.
I'm Derek Stokes, aka Crappie Casket, out of Memphis, Tennessee. I got on the Big Four, primarily Sardis and Aqua Butler. I do some tournament fishing at Grenada every now and then. I fish Enid a lot. Also fishing Horseshoe in Arkansas, and I'm mostly a open water live scope guy. But right now, the fish up in the bushes, so I'm in the jungle, and I'm out there
Wade.
wading, catching them chest deep, and
Wait.
it's fun, man. It's an adventure. It's life changing. But I promise you, if you do it once, you'll keep doing it. I promise you that.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Do y'all have gators?
No, if we do, we don't see them.
What?
Yeah, it's you get a few that get in the rivers. There's been a couple been found in some of the lakes. You just keep your eyes on the swivel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why I would never, ever, ever, never do it here. Most of the
Um,
gators turn and run from you, man. But man, there's just some that yeah, you got some people down here that'll feed these fish. I mean, not the
yes, sir.
fish, but feed these gators. And I've had some stalk me when I'm out of my little. They don't mess with me with them in my Dodger, I guess, because of the color of it. But if I'm in my John boat,
Uh,
those gators will stalk me, man. Like they're not coming to hit my boat or anything like that, but they get way too close for my comfort,
yes, sir.
and that's what would prevent me from wade fishing for crappie. And they are out. I'm getting, I'm seeing a
Yeah,
lot of them. They are out.
yes, sir.
And you
You
say
just you just stay
you're wading
cautious.
chest deep.
Yeah, sometimes it just depends on part of the year. We normally first start out around the end of February, the beginning of March time frame. You'll be out in that deeper water. Those fish are gonna start staging out there in that deeper water. So as the water
Right.
rises, we'll start pushing a little shallow. You'll start getting around hip deep, and then it'll go to like knee deep now. And you can still find some of your big fish out deep, but some of your big fish are gonna still be shallow too. So they'll go up there knee deep, sometimes boot deep. You can
Yeah.
almost see them when they come up to hit the jig.
Right. Right.
Mm.
What's y'all's water temp up there?
Um, it's been lately early in the mornings around about 55, 56, and then it'll shoot up to around 63, 64. Just depends on the day. We had a couple cool days, so that water temperature dropped down quick, especially down in the bushes because you get a lot of shaded areas. So
Right.
it'll drop down quick in there. But if the sun comes out, it'll heat up just instantly, and those fish will
Hmm.
just turn on just like that.
Yeah. So is it
Yes, sir.
clear water or muddy water that you're fishing?
It's the ugliest, nastiest muddy water you can find, and
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
what the
yeah.
big ones. That's what the big one's gonna be at.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Yes, sir.
So what type of rod are you using?
Um, I'm using three different rods right now. I'm using a 10-footer tree thumper, a B&M custom, and a B&M ultralight. I like real sea rods. I can almost kind of get my full length with that 10-footer. Sometimes I go to a 12-footer. But majority of the time it's just a 10 because it's real thick. If it's an open area, kind of a lot of big trees, then I'll use a longer rod. But in that thick stuff, you want a short rod, stick in there, get them on out of there with some braid. Right now I'm using a 15-pound mad braid. Um, and it's
Oh,
working. Like, I can see it. It has that high vis too, so I can see it, especially on those males just trying to push it out the bed. You can really
Hmm.
see that male just push that jig out the bed and get that quick hook set on it.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
you're using your jig. You use artificial too, right?
Yes, sir. Just straight artificial. Really doesn't matter. I tie my own hair jigs as well. Mr. Kim, I watched a lot of your videos tying jigs.
oh yeah.
I watched a whole lot of them. You taught me some stuff and you don't even know it, boss man.
Oh,
What's up,
good.
baby? I'm
That's what's
talking on the
up.
video. So, I'm sorry, my bad. My little
No,
boy,
you
he
good.
out here trying to see what I'm doing. I'm talking on
Yeah,
the video. I'll be on in a minute. Okay.
that's what's
Yes,
up.
sir. Yes, sir. So jigs really don't matter when you're waiting. It's just like any other, just like trying to spawn. It really doesn't matter on the color. It's just getting that bait down there and just enticing that male just to go and try to knock it out his bed or just try to hit it and just get that quick hook set. If you don't, it's so thick, you can't pull him up out of there. So you really got to get in there and get him up out of there real quick.
Right.
So, but it's
So
fun. It's fun though.
I take it
Oh,
you a
yeah.
hard hook setter.
Yes, sir. I'm driving it. You gonna hear me?
Hey, you know the deal.
I'm gonna drive it. These
Yep.
these fish down here got big lips, so you have no choice but to drive that hook. And,
Right.
Yeah.
and any hook set that you do could be the fish of a lifetime. Just
Exactly.
last week I caught the one of a lifetime.
That
Oh
was gonna
yeah.
be my
So
next question.
I seen it.
yes,
Yep.
sir.
That
Ooh-wee.
was hey,
Uh,
congratulations.
Oh
And
yeah.
appreciate it, bro.
I'm on a strong hunt for my next one, and it's not an easy task. You
No,
know.
no, sir. No, sir. It takes a lot of time. A lot
Yep.
of time. And you're gonna see it's crazy, with that live scope, people don't realize how many big fish that you actually do see that you never get the opportunity to get
That's
on.
right. Yep.
Um, um, just a couple weeks ago, me and Miss Fred Rogers, we probably had a 4 pound plus bigger fish that came up there. She did everything right, hit the jig, but somehow she pulled off right at the top of the water.
Yeah.
Um, I've seen crazy amounts of 3 pounders this year, just crazy amounts. But every fish is gonna act different. We've had
Hmm.
some actually come up there, do everything perfect, and hook sets one right. Some just went wrong, and we had some fish just come up there and wouldn't even do anything with the bait. Just look
Yeah.
at it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's just the belly of the beast is fishing. Even though with live scope you can't make them bite. So
That's right.
No.
And I'll say this too. Live scope or whatever you got, those fish didn't get big by being easy to be caught.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I watched the fish about a month ago trip me out. I'm in front of a tree. I see the male sitting on the tree. The female is sitting probably like 15, 20 feet off the tree. Um, as I'm coming to the tree, she's bagging up the whole time, just bagging up toward the
Yeah.
tree. So I end up just reaching down, turning the trolling motor on high, drop the jig on her. And as soon as I did that, she just reacted to it, just boom, 284. And
Yeah.
actually that's when Steve was down here. And
Okay.
both flipped her right quick. And then the male, he would not hit. Like he just sensed something was wrong and it just tripped me out. He would go back and forth around the tree, but he would not touch a jig.
Wow.
Yes, sir. So you can't make them bite with live scope, that's for sure.
Yeah. I did
No.
something. Speaking of big fish, and it's just a story because I got zero proof, but I had my two boys with me. Biggest fish that I've seen on live scope, and I had both my boys with me. We were out there. It was about 9:30. It was dark,
Hmm.
and I've been pushing because I'm gonna start doing some night trips when it gets super hot. Uh, and I found some fish, a good school of fish, in 9 foot of water. And I seen this one fish that was a giant. It's the biggest fish that looked. I could see that this thing was a crappie. You could tell a crappie when they swim. All you do is
Yep,
see that tail. That tail is just barely. You know it's a crappie.
that's it.
And when they sit still, they turn around. Uh, and I followed this fish. I'm telling you, for 15 minutes before it allowed me to get close enough to drop a jig. Dropped on her once. She turned and came up to it, then turned away. Had to follow another 5 minutes. Dropped the jig on it. The jig was right out of the water before she hit it. All I felt was weight, and that was it. When she took off, I never could find her again after that. And it's like I say, man, those fish are out there. This is on my home lake, and this is the biggest fish I've ever seen on live scope. Never seen a fish that big on live, but it's just a story. I mean, I got my boys to back me up on how big that mark was on that unit.
Yes, sir.
But that's. But I'm getting ready to start doing more of that night fishing. live scoping at night, and I'm looking to start guiding. I know I'll have some people interested in that, especially in the heat of the night
Then
or the
you're gonna have
heat
to
of
give
the
me some
summer.
tips. You're gonna have to give me some tips on that, boss man.
On what's that?
On that night live scope fishing. I haven't tried it yet, so you're gonna have to give me some tips on that.
Hey, just get out. All you gotta do is find the depth. The depth is the most important thing.
Okay.
Uh, and this was just out from somebody's pier. It was in the dark, but there was they had a light on their pier, and you
Okay.
know that
Okay.
light's gonna draw a bunch of bait.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But even back when I did a lot of night fishing docks with lights on them,
Uh-huh.
your bigger fish are gonna be in the dark, just out from that light. And I used to cast. But I didn't have a casting rod. I told my boys if I had a casting rod in the boat that night when I was chasing that fish, I would have cast to it. But I did not have. All I had was my jigging rod, so I had to wait until she allowed me to get closer to her to drop on her.
Uh-huh.
And another thing too that I messed up, it was really windy that day, and I had an 1/8 ounce jig on. And when she went, I could tell when she hit, it was a really good fish. But if I would have had a 16th or a 32nd on, that jig would have been down her throat. But she just didn't draw hard enough to take that 1/8 in. What's going on, Steve?
Hey, what's happening, guys?
What up, Steve?
Hey, what's
What up,
up,
Thanks,
Derek?
bro?
Good,
thanks
What
for
up,
man.
joining
bro?
us, brother.
Yeah, I'm a little late, man, but
Oh, it's all good.
can't miss
It's
it. Yep,
totally
yep,
understandable.
yep, yep,
What all you got going on,
yeah,
guys? We need
yeah,
to uh send up a prayer for Steve and his family. They had a death in their family, and if you want, you can fill them in, Steve, if you want.
yeah. I'm gonna leave tomorrow, so
Yeah, yeah. So send up a prayer for Steve and his family, guys.
Got
Uh,
you, big dog.
yeah,
appreciate it.
but that's what's up.
Yes, sir.
So, how's the
But
crappie life out there?
Just lovely right now.
Yeah, congrats on that 3-pounder.
Appreciate it, big dog, man. I wanted to get out today, but I had to work on my truck. But I might try to get them in the morning.
awesome.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
So
What was the
Derek say
topic you guys were talking about?
just fishing.
Okay,
I was right now. I was just telling a story about that big fish. Me
okay,
fishing at night on that big
right.
fish. Derek gave the rundown of what he got going and wade fishing, and
Okay.
I told him I'd never be doing that. Not down here for sure. But that's super cool though. I used to wade a lot when I
Uh-huh.
saltwater fished. But two things happened. One late evening, we was coming in, had a gator come up behind us, and we didn't realize what it was until it made. You know how they'll come up close to you, and then they'll swirl off, and they make
Mm-hmm.
a big old splash. They'll be on top of the water, but when they turn, they splash real loud. That was one thing that wanted me to stop. Then I got hit with a stingray, and I was like, you know what, I'm
Oh
done.
man,
And when a stingray
That's
hits you, you feel
crazy.
like you get shot. I mean,
dang,
it's a strong pain when they hit you.
man.
And my foot
The only thing we really
swole up.
worry about is the snakes.
Yeah, they are
No.
out here too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's what you
They
got to.
are.
The ones that you see aren't the problem. It's the ones that you don't see.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So how are y'all fishing down there right now? Y'all still doing the spawn thing, or y'all kind of doing the post spawn?
Well, they just now really getting going spawning, but from what on the lakes that I'm fishing, what I'm seeing is they're not shallow until nighttime. I don't ever fish shallow for them anyway. I'm talking about year round. I stay out deep. When I say deep, I mean 8 foot and deeper. So
Okay, okay.
this time of year, I'm basically targeting 8 to 15 feet of water.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't ever target the males. I always target the females.
Yes, sir.
That's the way I do it.
Yeah, Lake Fork. I was fishing 10 foot of water. Probably 10 to 15 is a good.
Yeah,
It's 6 foot low now, so it's kind of a different lake this year, but full of timber. Them trees are all sticking out. It's kind of
yeah,
dangerous.
exactly. Yeah,
A
them
lot of
creeks
boat, a lot of boats getting damaged.
Yeah, them pictures you sent me, I was like, man, ain't no way I put my
Oh,
boat
it's
in
a
there.
forest. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Because that stuff's usually underwater. Now it's all sticking out.
yeah. I
But,
bet you. I'll bet it surprised a lot of people at the
oh
amount of
yeah.
stuff that's in that lake.
Yep. There was a couple got carelifted. There's a couple got carelifted, I've heard so far.
Wow.
Yeah, they're just running their boats on them and they get off the boat line and the stumps,
Yeah, yeah. That's
Ooh,
crazy.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So Mallet Hunter asked, what is the best size for getting a good fillet?
I
What's
like
y'all's thought?
11 to 12 inch.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
like them too
around
big, but then you have to slice them, you know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah,
I say about 12 and a half, 13 inches.
Mhm. See, they have to keep a 12, so it's different for them.
right, right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it 12 for y'all too, Kim?
No, it's 10 inches here.
10. Okay.
See, if Derek said 10, he in trouble.
Right.
It was a trick question.
Yeah, but I
That's
keep them
crazy.
about 11 and up. 11
Yeah,
and 13.
Yep. 11 to 13 is what I prefer also.
Yeah.
But hey, I'll tell you now, that 14 and 3/4.
Oh,
Hey,
he'll eat too.
He in trouble.
he gonna eat really
He in
good.
trouble.
Yes, sir.
He definitely in trouble.
Yes, sir. You may have to do a extra couple cuts on that fillet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make
You gonna
2
end
out of
up with
1.
some. That's
Yeah.
right.
Hey, I want to talk about the Rapala lithium cordless fillet knife.
R12.
Yeah, the lithium. Oh man, that ain't no joke.
It's
Yeah.
fast.
Oh yeah, it's a good knife. Cordless, strong. Comes with 2
Yeah.
blades. They're proud of it for the price though.
Right.
Sure.
It's a really fast knife
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
You know, I got a fully edited video, but I'm gonna toss it and redo it. Of how I fillet, and I'm using that R12.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna toss it and redo it.
Robert Howard.
One part of it, I just knew I was recording with both my cameras, and so I'm talking to one camera, showing the knife and talking about it, and I wasn't recording on it.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think I'm gonna. I mean, I made it work.
Right.
I could post it and it worked, and it still show people a great way, a new way of filleting, to where you get a lot more of your meat, and you don't have to worry about those pin bones.
Okay.
Yeah. So there is a thin row of pin bones right above those ribs, and a lot of people miss that. I know I was
Right.
missing it when I was doing it just a traditional way, folding slice, cut the fish and fold it back and fold it over, and then cut the fillet off. Then you still
Right.
got the ribs you got to cut out. I was missing those pin bones a lot when I was just trying to cut those ribs out. But I'll have that probably in the next couple of weeks. I'll put that video out.
Do you guys use the fillet knife to take the rib cage out or no? Because I use a manual to cut the rib cage out. I don't know why.
I use the fillet knife and just
Okay.
carve it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of knife you use, Kim?
A Rapala.
Oh, you got a Rapala too?
I do by hand. I don't.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Old school.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I do
tell you
everything
what.
old school.
I used to do that too until I started doing all these trips. I was like, no, man, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I ran through those. I had 29 today. I ran through those. I don't know, probably 45 minutes. I'm talking about from hitting the fillet table to bagged.
Yeah.
About 45 minutes.
It's good timing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Thank you, Super Dave. Appreciate it, brother. I have not. I knew this was coming up. Did you update your unit, Steve?
No, I haven't. I'm gonna do it, but I just haven't done it yet.
Okay.
I just noticed it came out the other day. You know, get on the garment sites, and they know the second it comes out. Hey, update
exactly. Yeah, Derek, what unit do you run?
Oh, I'm running a 93 UHD.
Okay.
I haven't changed anything with it. I updated it once to get the Ghost Tree reject and kind of just left it at that.
So you're at 18.1 or 18.2?
I think it's at 18.2.
Okay.
I think.
You in good shape then. Your unit shows really well.
Yeah, I just leave it alone. You know, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
I totally agree. But Shane, to answer your question, I haven't even. I'm. They no. I'm gonna wait for a long time before I do any more
I ain't
updates.
updating mine, that's for sure.
Yeah, I messed up and listened to a couple of guys. They holler about all how great 19-1 was and this and that. And man, you got to be kidding
Right.
me. And usually I'm one that's gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I want to see some results first.
Yeah,
But
I got in a boat with a client, and he did the recent update, and his whole screen was just glitching the whole time,
yeah,
just
yeah,
jumping the whole time, and
yeah.
it was insane. But we end up going back and talking to customer service, and going back through it, and luckily we was able to clear it out and do it. But it was crazy.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
Yes,
So
sir.
y'all like open water fishing more, or y'all like more on structure?
I really do love open water, but it's
I
just
like both.
it don't happen a lot on the lakes that we have down here.
Yeah, we
You know, the
do
fish.
both.
It gotta be some fish out there. Let me come down there and see. It gotta be some fish in some open water down there.
It is, but it's not like that all the time. It's like
For real.
I was explaining a while ago. Like today, they may have caught 3 fish out of all the fish that
Mm-hmm.
they had. 3 fish they may have caught in open water. Everything else was tucked into the structure. Um, and that's just the way this lake is. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I've spent a lot of time just scanning the channel, running
Mm-hmm.
that, looking for them out there in that open. But it's just not. This lake is different down here. It got a lot of crappie in it, but man, there's a lot of people that struggle catching the fish. I mean, I do really good for as tough as this lake is to fish.
Yeah, we
But
got a
hey,
couple lakes
I'd
like
go
that.
any day. Hey, you come get on my boat if you want to.
Hey, sound like a plan, big dog. I'll
Yep,
come.
yep, yep.
I will come.
Yep, it's different. It's a different lake. It got some really good fish in it. Uh, not a lot of giants. 2 pounders. I catch quite a few 2 pounders.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as those threes, and it's rare to see one like I seen the other night.
Yes, sir.
It's rare. So Holden Hook say he got live scope now. I'll tell you what,
Okay.
just because you can see them don't mean to tell them to bite all the
Yep.
time. That's without a doubt. Without a doubt. It's just like my clients today, and it's there are certain things you have to do to get a crappie. Even though you see it, you get your jig right. I'm inches from it. There's still certain things you have to do in order for that fish to bite your jig.
Yep.
He's just not gonna come and hit it because it's close to him.
Presentation.
Presentation, without a doubt.
Presentation. If you present that jig wrong, you can just keep on pitching or dropping one
Exactly.
because he ain't gonna hit it.
That's right.
Right.
He's gonna turn from it.
If you go in too hot and then try to stop it, that's
Mhm.
what
It's a
spooks him
wrap.
too. Yeah,
Yep.
it's a
Yep.
wrap. He's done.
And I was telling my customers that today. It's something that I've seen. I hadn't talked about it much, but if you're trolling pretty good and you do spot a fish, if you turn that troll motor around and try to stop your boat, you might as well hang it up.
He
90% of the
gone.
time, that fish is gonna be
Yep.
gone.
Yeah.
Now,
Yep.
what I have seen is if I see a good fish, I'll just shut my troll motor off, let my boat coast past him,
There you go.
and you can turn around and come back.
Yep. Yep.
But if you stop your boat on top of that fish and try to back up,
Mhm.
it's history.
That's why them crappie
Yep.
breaks and paddles,
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What you think about them crappie breaks, Derek?
Crappie breaks.
Yeah, they
Talking
put
about
the
the trolling
trolling.
motors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I haven't got the chance to use it yet, so I really can't speak on it.
Yeah.
To me, honestly, I believe it's a little much. You know,
Yeah.
um, I don't really believe you need it. It's all about
Right,
boat
right.
control. If
Right,
you
right.
if you can keep that nose in the wind and you can get on that fish quick, that's
Yep.
the game of it. When the wind, get on it quick and
Right.
keep going. I don't want to sit still. I never want to sit still.
That's
I don't
right.
Right,
want to sit
right.
still at all. I want to
Yep.
keep moving, keep
Yep.
pushing no matter what, you know.
Yep.
Yep.
Just like you said earlier, you see that big fish and you went over top of her. Unless, to me, unless she's a 3 pounder or better, that's the only way I'm swinging around.
Right,
Oh,
right.
really?
If
Yep.
it's just these lakes are full of giant fish, so you know, just keep pushing. You never know what you're gonna turn left or right to and see on the screen. So just keep pushing.
Yep.
Keep that head locked down, you know, and make a perfect pitch. That perfect pitch, that perfect cast, that perfect
Yep.
drop, it needs to be perfect. So you give yourself room for error. Um,
Mm-hmm.
all my clients, they'll hear me say it all day long. We need room for error. Um, I start out at 40 feet on my screen, 40 to 60 feet, and I'm scanning around. When I see that fish at 40 feet, I'm getting everything ready. So that means I'm getting the pole ready, the depth ready if I'm going to drop on them. I'm
Mhm.
getting the deck ready. I don't want no moving going on. I just
Yep.
want to just focus, and we're going to catch this fish, and then we moving on to the next.
Yep.
Um, but we got to make everything perfect. So, sometimes what I do is I get that fish at 40 and I might just cast out there just to see can I get in the cone. If it hits right away, I let it fly. If it doesn't, that gives me a mark, kind of where this fish is. And then after that, even if the wind is blowing me, I can still kind of cast blind and pray and hope that it gets in the cone and catch it that way. Because sometimes you're not gonna have that perfect day where you can make that perfect pitch and that perfect cast.
Right.
Sometimes you just got to let it fly and pray.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
That's
when
it.
you're casting, what setup do you use? What size jig
Um,
head?
right now I'm using I got an 8 foot Russell Bailey and a 7 foot 75th. Oh, it's a 7.2 or 7.3. It is the 75th series
Uh huh.
on the B&M.
You're
So
right.
I'm
Yep.
using that, and I'm using a 1/16 or 1/8. Sometimes it depends on the depth of the water, but most time it's gonna be about a 1/16 ounce.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
I
what's
can
up.
play with the depth with my pole. It's the
Mm-hmm.
same way if you're gonna pitch out with like a 10 or 11 footer. You can play with that pole and you can get that depth just right the way you want to do it.
Mhm.
The main thing is getting behind the fish. You never want to get on
Right.
top of the fish. You always want to get
Exactly.
behind that fish. You can
Yep.
play it
That.
in. You have room for error then.
Yep.
You drop it right on top of her. If you do anything wrong, you can please believe she's gone.
Mhm.
That's right.
Yep.
So,
I
but
totally agree. That little plop, that little plop that jig's gonna make. Let
Oh
me tell you
yeah.
something.
Ain't that
A lot of
crazy?
people, man, a lot of people
Yep.
they don't understand it, and
they're out of here.
they are gone.
And, and the
And
fish leaves so fast off the screen that your screen doesn't even pick it up yet.
that's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Right. And you can't find them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
But now this is a topic that we've talked about a lot, and I fished, I've been chasing these fish for a long time, and before live scope, I would drive my boat over the brush pile, toss my marker buoy in the brush pile, shut my motor off, come back to that marker buoy, drop down there, and whack crappie across the head.
Hmm.
Yep.
Now, my thinking is that the pinging from live scope somehow magnifies sound.
I
And
agree.
and I'm gonna tell you something else that I've noticed too is especially on timber, tree, stick ups or whatever. If the fish are on it and you're coming up to them, they can be on the front side of that tree, but
And
the
they'll move.
closer you get, they'll go on the backside,
Yep.
and it has to be that pinging.
I believe so. I've seen it as well. So, and it's crazy. Like sometimes you can just turn it on a fish and it's like that fish senses it and it's gone. Instantly starts running,
Yep.
Right.
so and I believe you. I believe that on what you just said right there. You know,
Yeah.
some people say that it is not, but I believe so.
Yeah,
I,
that
I, I,
happened a
I
lot in
I'm almost
Oklahoma.
positive that they can feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jigs up got a question here. Any tips for catching tournament crappie on Lavon? Say he's never been to that lake. I guess he's gonna fish a tournament over there.
Yep.
I have never
Saturday, I
fished it.
think. Yeah,
What
Lavon's good.
A lot of big
Right
doc shooting
now,
over there.
I would go 10, 12 foot of water, maybe 8 to 12 if for the big fish. because they're probably in that spawn pattern right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fishing. You might even try 20 feet of water. You know, you have to go out there and do some work. But the timber is where you're going to catch them there. A lot of timber.
Cool.
And then some people
Great.
just catch roamers. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get lucky. You get
Yeah.
an area and you just catch open water fish.
Right.
Yeah, that's basically tournament fishing
Yep. Yep.
in a nutshell. Open water.
Yep.
Yep.
You catch a good spawning area, come back a little bit, and just open water.
Yeah, but you only need 7.
You know? Yep. Yep.
That's it.
Spending time dropping on the right 7
Yeah,
is
Yep. Yep.
the key.
that's it.
Or a lot of people get their 7, then that relaxes them, and now you go for them open water fish.
Yeah,
Once you get your 7.
That's my style. Is get any 7 in the boat. It don't matter if they're right there at the line. Just get them in the boat, and then after that, you bang out one by one.
It builds your confidence, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Instead of, man, I only got 4, you know, and I got 3 hours left. Then
Question
you start
for you,
getting nervous.
Yes, sir.
Do you have your transducer on a pole or your transducer on your trolling motor?
I was on a trolling motor. I would never put it on a pole. Never.
I'm with you.
No.
I'm with you.
No. You know, it's meant to go on the trolling motor, so why put it on something else? You controlling the boat with the trolling motor, so you might as well have it there.
Otherwise, they sell it with a pole. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
You know,
there's so many people that depend on spot lock and then want to work that pole.
Boat control.
Spot lock is not accurate enough. I don't care which unit you got, which troll motor you got. The spot lock feature is not accurate enough because sometimes these fish they'll run out there 3-4 foot and get that bait. 99% of the time, you're gonna have to put that bait on top of that fish head.
Right.
And spot lock is not accurate enough.
And sometimes it scares the fish. Goes this way, goes this way, goes this way.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
Only time I use it is so I have to go in the back, do something, I break off, you know.
Exactly. Or handling the fish, weighing the fish, whatever. That's the only time I use spot lock. It's pinpoint accuracy.
If you use spot lock down here, you surely ain't finna catch too many fish. Pretty sure Miss Steve will tell you, like, these fish, they sense the boat at 25, 30 feet, and they gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what when you're boat fishing, what's your average depth that you fish?
I'm a shallow water fisherman. I used to be a bass fisherman, so like I do everything that I did bass fishing with crappie fishing. So I'm gonna fish shallow as I can year round. I'll fish anywhere from 2 to 14 feet year round, and that's my thing. I hate deep water. I hate it with passion. It takes the jig too long to get down there. Those fish get lethargic sometimes. They don't want to bite. They want that small profile. I want to send a meat missile right down there to him and catch him and get him in the boat and keep on going. Right. So, and our lakes aren't that deep. So, majority of the time, our average depth is anywhere from 8 to 14 feet. And you just run around with it. You can do that on every lake around here and be successful.
Yeah. See, back, maybe seven years ago, Lake Houston used to be really stained year round. I don't care if it rained or whatever. It was just a brown lake. And then that drought hit and something happened. I'm not sure what, but something happened during that drought to where now a lot of times this lake is really clear compared to what it used to be. Mm-hmm. Now, back when it was brown, if you fished deeper than 10 foot, you didn't you didn't catch no crappie. You were catfishing if you went deeper than 10 foot when that water was brown. But now I've caught fish in there 28 foot deep. And it's just due to the clarity. And I see that just like I knew you was going to say that the probably maximum of 15 foot on what you're fishing just by the lakes being a murky lake.
Yes, sir.
And we got some guys on here like Slab B. He fished some lakes that are right at gin clear. So he's having to fish really deep. And Robert, there's a guy Robert in the comments too. I forget the name of that lake up there by San Antonio. I want to get up there and try it. It's a gin clear lake. I've never fished a gin clear lake, but I'd love to have that challenge. Uh, and it's all about depth because they don't like the bright sun. They hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Crappie do, and but they'll stay shallow as they can as long as they're comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel you on being in shallow water. But if you do fish a lake that's clear, you'll have to go deeper because it's
Yes,
something
sir.
that I have to do right now.
Yeah, the one that's in Arkansas, Horseshoe Lake, it's a more of a clear lake. So, majority of the time over there, I'm fishing about 24 feet deep.
Hmm.
24 foot of water, put it like that.
Yeah.
I never really fished that deep. I'm gonna find those big fish that's kind of around those shads somewhere up in there, and I'm just gonna pluck them out. So, for the last 3 months, the big fish have been at like 19 feet, 18, 19 feet. And so I'm just sending a 8 ounce jig head down there and they're hitting it, but some days they don't want that. So I had to go to a 1/16 ounce with a split shot and just slowly let it come past the head.
Hmm.
And then it's like the switch would go off and they're like, oh, dang, I want that now. And then they
Yeah.
turn to come here.
Right.
And so, that's the only thing I hate about in that clear water because that fish has that time to sit there and watch that bait, think about it, and then he'll be like, oh, okay, now I want it, and I'm going to trail it, and then I'm going to get so far, and I'm going to come up, and then I'm just going to turn back around.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
and so, that's what makes it difficult. It makes it fun. It just makes it difficult, but when you do get them fired up, you can just start going to work.
Right.
So that's the only thing.
Yep.
That's
When you
just with
find
me,
that
though.
pattern, that triggers
Yeah,
them, it's a big deal.
yes, sir.
So we got Ricky Wells ask about fishing standing timber, and I know Steve and you fish standing timber.
Oh yeah.
Not a lot.
Eric,
Not a lot. My tournament partner, he loves it. I'm more of an open water guy because I was a spider rigger before, so I'm just so
okay,
used to being in open water.
yeah. There's a question for Kim and Steve right there.
Best way to fish, best jig, lure, minnows. Baits, I use the same baits I'm using open water. Profile depends. A lot of people catch a fish, he'll have a shad in there that's 2 inch. They match it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Match what you see. That's what they're eating. I like a 175. When I went to Mississippi, I used a 2.4 inch. I used the same bait the whole trip, and I still using it right now on Lake Fork. I haven't even changed the bait yet. Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
I promise
Yeah.
those baits work. They
Yep.
work.
Yep.
I told Steve the other day I did 2 wading trips back to back on one bait,
Yep.
and it has not tore up yet.
Yep. People don't understand. They're like, no, wait, it's true. You know what I mean?
I know for a fact it is.
Yep.
And I'll tell you this, you've gained customers from on being on guided trips using them
Yep.
baits. They're like, man, I can't believe this bait still lasts.
Yeah. They're just used to like 2 fish and the bait's gone.
Exactly. Yep.
That is unreal to me that a manufacturer would even do that, because they have to get feedback saying, hey, your stuff's too soft, but they still make it. You know what I mean?
They're still buying it.
They want that return.
There you go.
Yeah.
My client today was a Bobby Garland guy. Not to talk about. I'm not pushing on Bobby Garland at all, but their baits don't last like that.
Yeah, they made in Guatemala now. They went overseas.
Yeah, you shoot a dog with those baits, you shoot it 2 or 3 times, and it's a wrap.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yep.
You went through a whole pack in maybe 2 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
Like before I started making baits, you'd have a bag and you'd have tons of bait because you needed them. Now I got a little Ziploc with my stuff. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
And then I've even caught a limit of fish. Bait after, I put it back in the bag and use it like tomorrow.
Yeah. So Stephanie asked Derek, I know it's over 3 pounds. What was the exact weight of that 3-pounder that you caught?
3 1/4, and
Three and
she
a
was
quarter.
16, and I think like just a little bit over 16.5 inches. She was huge.
Oh
Like
yeah, that's big.
videos and pictures and videos don't do any justice on that fish. Like you had
Right.
to see her in person.
Yep. You know, the crazy thing about the 3 that I caught, it was during the tournament. It
Yeah,
was during the tournament. I had
and
two,
he,
two and a
and he,
half that went with them. And
golly,
everybody said that the pictures that I had a bunch of pictures I took, but them pictures just did not. It don't do them fish any justice.
yeah, it's. When I caught her, I knew she was big, but I didn't realize she was that big. Like I just kept looking at her. I was like, she's big, like she's big.
Yeah.
And you fighting a fish in hip deep water, a three
Oh, you
pounder
were
that
waiting when you caught her?
I was waiting when I caught her.
Mhm.
So
That's
you
cool.
in hip deep water and you fighting her with a 10 foot ultralight, that was crazy. Like that was a
Yeah.
hard fight right there, man. And
Yeah.
and then I'm watching us on a vine. She's wrapped around a vine. So okay, I picture it. It's a big tree, and then there's a vine coming off of it, and she's literally sitting on the vine. I keep seeing the vine shaking, but I didn't
Uh-huh.
know what it was, so I just dropped the jig down there, and I started bringing it back up. As I'm bringing it up, she just nails it, and
Uh-huh.
so when she rolled, I thought it was a bass or a drum because there's plenty of them in there. And she comes back up again, and now she's wrapped on the vine, and I see it's a crappie. So I just see the head, and I'm like, golly, it's huge.
Yeah.
And then I kept pulling, she wraps off, and she just fight me now because she's in the wide open, and she just goes crazy. And putting my hands on it, just picking it up. Until you actually put your hands on the 3 pounder for anybody, like you feel the weight. It's just different. Like
Yep.
it's crazy.
You ruined now.
I'm looking for a 4 now, so that's my thing.
I tell everybody once you hit a 3, man, them 2s, you don't get excited no more. I mean, a 2-pounder is a really good fish
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Anywhere in
sir.
the country.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
anywhere. But
Yeah.
once you hit that 3, man, it's just
Yeah.
in your mind
Yeah.
of how massive that fish is.
Oh yeah. It's
Yes, sir.
crazy when you catch a 3 and then you get it on, do whatever you put your live scope back on, and you see one that's bigger than one you just caught,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh man. Or like I caught a 308, and the next drop was a 299. You know what I mean? It's like
Exactly.
you got spoiled, man. I
That's
can't.
Yeah,
right.
I can't even imagine living over there.
these lakes are unreal, man. Like, people who's never fished them, that's a crappie fisherman has to come down here and fish them. You have to. You gotta treat yourself to a trip down here. Especially during the spring. These fish are so big that it's just ridiculous. It really will scare you when they come up because that's how big they are.
Yeah.
Right.
That
I want to
profile
get
on
over
that
there,
live
man.
scope is
I
crazy.
got to get over there.
That profile
Bro,
on that
just
live scope. Oh man.
Right.
tell them about it,
Oof.
man. You just see the whole
Oh
fish, like the whole
yeah.
thing.
And then it turns real slow, and you just hold that jig there, and it's just like bam, and you
Yep.
just yank
Right.
it, and your rod is like you can't even like when you set the hook, it usually comes up. Your rod stops.
Nothing. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, anything for
Oh,
people that's coming down here with him just saying that, you're seeing these big fish. If you're gonna come down here, give these fish a slow presentation.
right. Yep.
Give it to
That's
them.
what I
Give it
did.
to them slow.
Yep.
These big fish are lazy. They're
Yep.
lazy.
Yep.
They don't really do a whole lot. That's why they just sit in open water a lot of times, just following shad, and that's why it's so easy to catch them because they just follow those shad. But when they get tired, they just literally just sit there, and you just catch them that way. But you got to give it to them just right. You can't
Yep.
blow it by them real fast, dropping it on them real fast, and expect them just give you a good
No.
reaction strike.
No.
You have to give it to them just right.
Right.
Don't let him work for it at all, and
Yep.
you'll catch them quick.
Yeah. And I think the bigger profile works better there. And all the guys that you see, they're using big hooks. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Big hooks. And then it makes
Yeah.
you wonder why. It must be working because that's what they use it. One on hooks is like average, you know what I mean? Number one's the
Yep.
average hooks there.
But one thing I've noticed too, like, dropping on the fish, say if you're using that 13, 12, 13, 14, 20 foot, however you're doing. If you're dropping straight down vertical, dropping on that fish, yeah, you do need that backbone on that hook. If you're pitching and casting, you don't need all that hook. You have the drag on that reel, so you can fight that fish in, and you can just keep that fish pinned and just get him back.
Yeah.
I recommend anybody that's taking a long rod, dropping down on fish, stop using sickle hooks. And I hate to say it, but you will have more breakage on that sickle hooks than you would on a J hook.
Right.
I've lost a couple fish this year using some sickle hooks, and they were good hooks. Just setting the hook and trying to bring up a big fish that was over 3 pounds. So
Yeah, these things are big. Yeah,
So-
they're monsters.
yeah, so just to give a little some people that don't know the little FYI, use that J hook if you're gonna be doing just straight up and down.
Yeah.
If you're casting, you can use that sickle, you can get away with it.
Right.
I'll tell you this. If you're having some issues with your sickle hooks, get rid of the ones you got and get with Steve.
Yes,
Number
sir.
two, number
Yep.
two or bigger.
Yeah.
They gonna hold.
I got like 2-aught sickles. They're pretty good. But
yeah.
I'm gonna use that J hook. If I'm gonna
You
go to
use that
Grenada,
steel head?
yeah, steelhead. Yep.
You ever use steel heads, Derek?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
gave him
hey,
some.
I got some from. I told him I got to get some more. Like they're
Yeah.
tough.
Things, there's
They're
some
tough.
Yep.
They're
Yeah.
tough. I was surprised. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, man, they're kind of small, but the hook
Yeah.
kind of feel tough. And I'm talking about, I'm just driving it, just
Yeah.
see what it's gonna
Yeah.
do. Nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, they're ultra sharp, strong. Yep.
If you get hung in some brush, hang it up.
Yeah.
Yep. I did that
That's
way.
all I
Yeah,
can
you can
tell
give it
you.
up.
Yep.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got all sizes now. I got all the way up to 1-aughts now. So big hooks.
Yeah, bro. Just send me
Yep.
some stuff, man, and
Yep.
so and
Yeah,
we're gonna
they're
go
like
from there.
anchors.
Yep. So Tim asked, how do you handle the pot lickers on the lake when they try to invade your space? Or is that even a thing in crappie fishing? It's bigger in crappie fishing than any other kind of fishing.
Yes, sir.
And go ahead, Derek. I'll let you answer that one.
For me, I don't honestly have any spots. It's open water here, so I just follow the shad. That's my main thing. Find my depth that I like fishing, and I follow the shad. The pot lickers are gonna come. You can't stop that. You
Yep.
can't stop it. It gets a little annoying sometimes because some people don't understand. You need your space. There's a whole big lake, but we don't have to be right on top of each other. And some people, they respect your space and they'll give it to you. And I don't mind fishing around people, but the main thing is to just try to give a little distance so you don't have that spooking of the fish. Long as you ain't spooking the fish and you can stay on them, it don't matter about people watching and trying to come back to your spots. Nobody has a spot. It's all public, so there's no need to get mad about it. Just fish around people. And like I tell anybody, if you get too close, I'm going to give you a show.
Right.
Without a doubt. Kim, y'all ever run into that up there?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Say, oh yeah,
It's everywhere. Everybody know us, man. They're all over. They already following us around.
Yeah.
You
Boat
already know
watching.
that.
Yep.
You know how they drive by and wave and marking that spot. Like,
exactly. Yep.
like, whatever, man.
Yep.
We know that trick.
Yeah.
I'll tell
Yes,
you what,
sir.
it used to bother me. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. If I'm fishing open water, when I say open water, I'm talking about out in the middle of the lake. And if I got a boat that come up on me or follows me, or I got an issue with that. But now if I'm in the river or the bayou or any of the creeks and stuff like that, man, there's so much structure there that it's unreal.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I've been doing is when I do see somebody that's just, they bird dogging me,
This is often caused by an unstable internet.
I'll just take off and just leave the area.
Yeah.
Because that a lot of people don't understand the time that goes, especially if you structure fishing open water.
Yep.
It takes a lot of time, a lot of gas money, and several other things that even though it's public, it is
Never,
public, but
right.
there's etiquette that you have to have,
There you go.
and,
Yep.
and several people, they just do not understand it,
Yep.
and it, I don't have a problem with a person fishing something that I've been fishing for a long time or whatever, but if I see that this person is following me, I got a problem with that.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is public waters.
Yep.
But don't be lazy. Don't be lazy.
Yep.
Put the work in.
Yep.
You just gotta give him a show.
Yep.
I had a guy at Arkansas like that. You know, he come basically across the lake and say he watched us with binoculars. And
Yep.
so
Yep.
with him doing that, I told him, I said, man, it's a crappie on the front of your boat and it's one by the back of your boat.
Yeah.
He thought I was lying. We caught both of them right there and made him pack up and leave.
Hey, I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
As soon as you leave a spot, that guy goes right there.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not understanding that you left there for a reason.
Yeah.
If the fish
You know what
are
I'll
still
do sometimes?
biting,
I'll just be messing around like I'm fishing a brush pile. I'll leave, he'll go over there, he'll be like, man, where is it?
well, most of the stuff that I fish, they have that issue anyway. Because I'm not I'm not getting ready to spend time on that big stuff. If it's easy for me to find, it's easy for everybody else to find.
That's
I
the ones
wanna
that's getting beat up.
Exactly. I want to present my bait to a fish that hadn't seen 20 other jigs.
Yeah. I like them stumps with one fish because you're going to catch a better quality fish.
Yep. Now, one thing that I did do, it's been several years ago. I was fishing one of the creeks down here, and this guy just spot right behind me. Everywhere I stop, he pull up right there. I'd move up, he pull up there, not catching anything. So I skipped over a spot, and man, y'all dropping out like I don't know what tonight. What's going on with you and Steve?
That's bad connection.
But I skipped over a spot, and then once I left the spot ahead of where I skipped, I circled around that guy and caught 3 or 4 fish. And he was just sitting there. You could see him. He was confused. And how could I come back behind him and still catch fish? From then on, he didn't follow me.
He's
Because he
worried
knew
about
that
the
it was
wrong
something.
thing.
Exactly. It's not just spots that put fish in your boat.
Yep.
Spots do matter, but that's not what put fish in your boat.
Yep. This is true.
Yeah. So Slapbuster got a question about the latest and greatest. Is the LVS 34 so much better than the LVS 32? I hadn't seen a video yet that make me want to pull $1,200 out of my pocket for that LVS 34.
Same here.
And I'm running 19.2 on this LVS 32. No, it's not like what it used to be, but I got my fish glowing in the brush piles. I can see them in the brush piles. They are a different brightness than the brush piles, and that's all I ask for. I do every now and then, depending on the grade, whether I'm looking downhill or uphill, I still have that ghost tree effect, where that fish will disappear for a little bit. I do have a new LVS 32 in the mail right now. I got the email from Gorman today. I'm still running the dual cable LVS 34. So the new LVS 34 is a single cable.
Okay.
And a lot of the guys that's already changed their transducers out said that they were getting a better reading with that single cable. I'm going to install it as soon as I get them. Install it and see what the results are that I get. If it's better than a double, I'll send it back. If it's not, I'm gonna send that single cable back.
Okay.
So which one are you running, Derek? Single or double?
It's a double cable.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
Miss Kim, what you tying over there?
A whole bunch of stuff. This is just one I tied up with a hackle collar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Black and silver.
Yes, sir. That what color y'all been whacking them on?
No, it's just an order.
Yes, sir.
Tie whatever they
What
want.
colors y'all been using lately?
Oh, my cousin caught some on what was he using? Electric chicken and some solid chartreuse and what did he say? Green and purple and green, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're catching him on the banks here. He said so. He caught like 12 on the bank here. So I guess they're going a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Getting any females off the bank or just males?
He had a couple of both. He had more females than males.
Yeah.
He had a lot of eggs laying on the table. He said they ain't ready, but they're about ready.
Right. Well, Steve ain't came back in. I guess he all right over there.
But the fish are gonna have to learn the weather too. They just gonna have to come in when they get a chance too, just like hot and cold. So
Yeah.
Yep.
it's all
So,
gonna be changing here pretty soon.
Yes, sir.
Steve got a color that it's a bait that he make that's called turquoise dust, and it has a chartreuse tail. It's been hot. Uh, that black and green. It's not chartreuse. It's a black and green split body.
Mhm.
It's
Uh-huh.
been working really good. And on that super tough bite today, uh, black on a low small hand tie, and
Okay.
black blue on a micro hand tie. But it changes, man. I'm gonna tell you,
Yes,
and
sir.
live scope gives you that information. You have 2 or 3 fish come up, look at that bait, and turn away. It's
Yep.
size, it's color. It could. Oh,
Something.
another thing. Do you use scent?
Sometimes I've been using this smelly jelly, but
Oh,
majority
really?
of the time,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes. But most time I'm just pitching it out there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I see
It,
scent. Sometimes scent makes a huge difference.
I was about to say
Not.
that I don't know if that smelly jelly actually worked, but it put a big fish in the boat for me one day. I pitched there the one time. She didn't react. I dipped it down, pitched out there, and instantly she just came.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if she didn't see it that good the first time, but I know she hit it. So I'm gonna
Right.
start using it more.
Yep.
But it's the name is really what it is. Smelly jelly. Like my
Yeah,
Yep.
carpet
it's
smells just like garlic.
so that was strong, boy.
Yep. You
Man,
can't waste it. That's for sure.
man, I got a little bit on my carpet, man, and it's smelly.
Yep. Without a doubt.
Yes, sir.
So I'm still dealing with looking at the comments over here too. I'm seeing if there's any questions over here. I'm not gonna put up all the comments. I'm looking at most of the comments, but I just can't. Just for the people in the chat, we really do appreciate y'all, and I just can't keep up with
Yes, sir.
all the comments. But I really do appreciate it. If you do have a question, put 2 or 3 question marks in it so that I'll be able to see it.
Warren called me, told me he's been killing him on that purple chartreuse.
Really?
Yeah. Warren been killing them crappie, bro.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I've
just
been
sent
seeing
him a
his
bunch
post.
more.
Yep.
He been on me.
Yeah.
He been whacking them.
Yeah. He said that purple chartreuse has been killing him.
Yeah, this time of the year, man, if you want to just go catch some fish and have a good time, Sardis is the lake to be in Mississippi.
Really.
It'll give you don't need a guide. You just need to be at the lake, and she'll give some fish up. You just got to be there.
Yeah.
But with
So
this wind that we're having right now, even the vets don't even really want to be out there. It's bad.
yeah. So are you on YouTube?
Not yet. I'm doing TikTok. I'm on TikTok
Okay.
almost every day, posting a video on there. I got some footage for YouTube. I have the channel. I just haven't started it yet. Just trying to transition. I'm guiding full time now, so just trying to get this transition all the way together, and then eventually I'm gonna start doing my YouTube channel.
Cool. How you like the guiding business?
I love it, bro. Like this is all like a lifetime dream, So yeah, to me, it's still unreal. Guiding wasn't a lifetime dream, but just fishing full time is just a dream. I've been doing this since I was 3 years old, so I'm 31 now. So
Yep.
to be able to do this full time and support my family doing it, like this is unreal. I
Yeah.
get to meet some of the best people in the world, that shares the same thing that I love, and it's crazy. Like, I appreciate everybody who books a trip with me, all the phone calls, the text messages, the viewers, just everybody, because it's nothing but love, man, and it keeps me going. I just love it.
Ain't no wrong with that.
Yep.
It
I
definitely ain't
totally
called
agree.
working. What you doing ain't working. It's
I'll
like,
tell you what.
No, sir.
well, if you love it, it's work. But
it-
if you love it, it ain't work.
that's what I was
Yes,
going to
sir.
say. It's definitely work, but if you love it, it's not. It's not. It don't burden you.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
it's a lot of work. Excuse me for a second. I got to find my phone charger. It's a lot of work. Today is
Yep.
like my first day off in basically 3 weeks. I've been going weighing almost every day and then doing live scope trips at the same time. And my body it's feeling it now. But
Yeah.
but you got to keep on grinding though.
Yep.
So that's the thing.
Yeah, I have a lot of first time live scopers. And it's like I was saying a while ago. Even like the trip today. Uh, they end up with 29 fish, even with two guys. That's a good bag of fish.
Yes, sir.
But I like to see 40 plus for two guys. But when they miss, you know, several fish, from being too excited when they see that fish turn up and snatching the jig from them, or some of the other things, miss hook sets, just so many things that fish that should be in the boat.
Yep.
That counts. That's time down the drain.
Yeah, they gotta
And
learn that timing on the hook set when they're watching them come run up and eat.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
gotta learn
exactly.
that timing.
It's,
Yep.
And get too quick to pull.
exactly. But even what I was saying, and I see it a lot. That fish will stand up. All he got to do is stand up, and bam, they eject the hook from him.
Yeah.
They eject the jig from it, and it makes it tough.
And you still gonna feel the thump. That's what they don't know. You still gonna feel that little thump.
Exactly.
Even though they do hit it.
And one thing
Exactly.
that I will say is a lot of time. Yeah, I use split shots almost all the time now because it
Mhm.
helps them keep that bait in the zone. It gets the bait in the zone a lot quicker. So if that fish hit up on your bait, they won't feel it. But I'm sitting there looking at that live scope. If that fish dart up, I'm
Yep.
screaming, set the hook, set the
Yeah,
hook.
yeah, yeah.
And some of them, instead of setting the hook, they'll look at me. Oh, I didn't feel nothing. I don't care.
Right.
Set the hook.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
It happened twice today, and luckily, we got the fish in the boat. It happened twice today. If that fish hit up, especially if you're using a split shot, and the years before I got live scope, that was one of the reasons why I was so negative to people that used a split shot, was because of the negative hook, the negative bites, I should say. Derek, look like you got a bunch of animals on the wall over there, man.
Oh, yes, sir. It's a lot of stuff on the wall over here.
Yeah, you a big time
Yeah.
hunter too.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's cool.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
That's what's up.
Been needing to go turkey hunting, but I haven't had the time to
Yeah.
go.
Oh, cool.
Probably gonna go next week sometime.
I got one on my fireplace over there. See him up there? It ain't real
Oh, yes,
clear.
sir. I see him up there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I've been deer hunting for a long
Yeah, I'm
time.
gonna
I've been
go
doing that
thermal.
since like middle school. So I got
Yeah.
a lot
Oh,
of
cool.
deer under my belt.
Yeah, you bow hunt.
Yeah, I'm
just-
gonna
just
go
rifle.
thermal.
I bow
Thermal
hunt,
hog
rifle
hunting.
hunt.
I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
That's what's
Now
up.
that's what I
Steve.
want to do.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
fun.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The thermal hog hunting.
Yep.
It's gonna be
Yep.
good.
Nighttime.
Night.
Yep,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
Yes, sir.
D
Yeah, I got
Sauce in the house. What's up, buddy? Thomas Fishing, Texas Crappie Assassin. Got a lot of guys in the house tonight.
Thomas Fishing. He's over there around Jackson. He be catching some good fish.
He be killing them.
Yeah,
Yep.
Thomas be whacking them. Both flip them,
Yeah.
T.
Both flip them,
Yeah.
T.
Man, speaking of that, did you guys see that fish caught at Ross Barnett? That
Yeah,
80 in the tournament.
Oh wow,
monster fish.
Yeah.
that's what's up.
Hayden Jeffries, he's been killing the tournament scene.
Hayden Jeffries.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
been
hey,
killing him. Yeah, he
oh,
fishes
hey,
with his
yeah,
dad, which is
yeah.
pretty
They've
cool.
been
You know what I
doing,
mean?
they've been doing good,
Yeah.
man.
He's using a 16-footer.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Sid say he in Jackson, Mississippi too. Say he fish Grenada a lot. Most of Ross Barnett. What colors have been
Uh,
working for you on the Big Four?
Grenada Gold. The colors that I got from Steve are black and purple with gold flakes. Orange and chartreuse, black and chartreuse. I got a color that I named after my granddad. I call it Spanish fly. It's kind of like a goldish yellowish looking color with a chartreuse tail, with a whole lot of gold in the tail. And I've honestly used it in clear water and muddy water, and it just works. So I call it Spanish fly, and it's after my granddad. So, and I just love
That's
it.
cool. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
Are you from Mississippi your whole life, or?
No, sir. I'm actually from Memphis.
Oh, okay.
I stay in Memphis. I just fishing. I'm just always in Mississippi. Just I
Okay,
always
cool,
fish down
cool.
there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you have to
That's-
get out of state. That's kind of expensive.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
worth it though. You
Yeah.
know, there's big fish in Tennessee, but nothing compares to Mississippi. Nothing.
Real
Heck
foot's in
no.
Tennessee, right? Real foot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you hear what Kim said?
I'm mad. I live in Kansas.
Hey, I was up there too for a minute, and when I came home from being in the military and started fishing down in Mississippi in 2016, I had never seen crappie that big. They looked at like bass almost. They were so big. And my first trip that I went snagging, I probably snagged 3 or 4 3-pound crappie and just didn't realize how big they were.
Wow.
Yeah. And like now I look back at the pictures and be like, all those fish were probably over 3 pounds. I just didn't even realize.
Yeah.
You didn't think about it back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just basically just grocery then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think the same thing when I was younger. Like, man,
You know you have a good fishing trip when you come home and you get on realtor.com.
Yeah, Steve talking about being your neighbor over there.
Yeah, that's what he told me.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, let's get it.
Yeah. Oh man, I could just
That's
imagine.
crazy.
Yes, sir.
So Reggie got a
I couldn't
question.
even have a job because I wouldn't be showing up.
Reggie asked a question. If the fish eggs are mushy, what does that mean?
Mm,
They ready to cook.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I don't
real
even
sure.
pay attention. I know
Yeah,
they're
I'm
almost
real
ready, but I don't even pay. I'm worried about that fillet, man. But yeah,
Hey,
I'm
when
not-
they get ready to spawn, they get real
Hey,
soft.
my phone is probably about to die for some reason. It's not charging while I'm on here for some
Okay.
reason. So
Yeah.
if it end up hanging up, man, I had to do it again with y'all another day. But man,
Yeah,
this
that's
has been a
fine.
pleasure, man.
Yeah,
Well,
appreciate it.
we'll appreciate you coming on and
Yeah.
man, hey, we'll get you back on.
Yeah,
Yes,
That's
sir.
all we
So
do
y'all,
is sit
Yeah.
and talk about crappie, man.
yeah,
hey,
yeah,
let's do it again. Y'all just let me know,
Yeah.
and I promise you
Okay.
we can do it again.
yeah.
Sound
Talk
like
about
a
your
plan.
guide service before you go. That way, people know.
All right, so if y'all want to book a trip with me, it's Crappie Casket, www.crappiecasket.com. If you somehow you don't want to reach me there, you can always message me on Facebook at Derrick Stokes. That's DerrickStokes. Or you can find me on TikTok, DStokes85. And I promise you, I'll put you on some fish. It's up to you to catch them, though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. That's
Cool,
it.
That's
man.
what's
Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. So y'all have
I'm
a good one, boss
yeah.
man.
I'm
All
thinking
right.
about a fall trip, man. So we'll
Hey,
see.
let's get it,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
Hey, Mr. SK, you come down with him.
yeah.
I'm
yeah.
gonna for sure
Yeah.
try to,
Yeah.
without a doubt, without a doubt.
Yes, sir.
All we need-
Mr.
all we
Kim,
need's
and
about
Mr.
4
Kim, you come
days.
too.
Yep.
Hey, let's do this.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do
That's what's up. Hey,
a big crappie party.
Yeah,
without a doubt. Big
Yes,
big
sir.
crappie
I
party.
want to get scared. Like I want to get scared like you.
yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
you
where'd the
gonna see
name
it?
Crappie Casket come from? Where'd the name
Huh?
Crappie Casket come from?
It actually was like one day it started in Arkansas. I had a smaller boat. I had a 1436 John boat, and I had a little smaller live wheel that was made into it. So one day I said I laid them to rest, and my partner was like, "Man, you put them crappie in the casket," and I
Oh,
was
that's
like, "You
cool.
know what? Crappie
Oh, that's
casket."
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So
Yeah.
I just stuck with it, and it was just catchy, and just sticking with it, and it just turned into a whole brand now,
That's
so
cool,
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
it's
that's what's
so
up.
I love it. It's just honestly the name of my boat, and so some
That's
people think
cool.
it's way more than what it is, but it's just really the name of my boat.
Yeah.
It
Was
is
you in
what
the
it is.
army, or I heard you
Yes,
was
sir,
in the
I was in the
military?
army. I was in the army for 6 years. I was stationed at Fort Leavenworth. Then I went to Cuba.
Oh,
Okay.
close to me.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's what I told you. I was up there. I was fishing Clinton Lake. I fished Atchison State Lake. I fished a couple big lakes up there.
Probably
One lake we had
Milford.
to not I didn't go to Milford. I know it was Clinton Lake and
Clinton, Perry, Pomona.
yeah, Perry. I went to Perry. I went to Perry too as well in Missouri.
That's
Um
Kansas.
well that's Kansas. What's the one that's in Missouri that's right on that's like it's like from
Truman.
Kansas City. Damn, I'm trying to think. It's been like 6 years, so I'm trying to think of the names.
Truman.
Whatever lakes it was. I know it was one with a dock that we went on. We rented. We got the little slip, and man, we just straight killed the crappie.
Man.
It was just fun. Like it was just
Yeah.
It was just unreal how the crappie just
Yeah.
bit down there.
Yeah.
But you didn't really catch a lot of giant fish unless you
No.
went kind of like to like some of the smaller state parks, and that's when I caught majority of my big fish. But the big lakes, I kind of just caught like 10, 11-inch fish, and that was kind of like the biggest ones back then.
Yeah.
Cool,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Appreciate it. Appreciate
Yes,
everything,
sir.
man.
But I'm gonna sign out. I gotta let the dog
All
out
right,
and gotta
man.
do a couple
Okay.
daddy duties. All right, y'all be
Okay,
safe.
cool, man. All right, take
All
care,
right.
man.
All right,
All
later.
right.
That's what's up, man. But you
Yeah,
know
it's
that
good
wade,
stuff,
I
man.
can't do that wading.
Yeah, I see them snakes.
I want
was
to try
like,
it.
I don't think they got gators, right? No.
I'm taking my gun.
He said that you got to get in the rivers to see the gators. If you can
Oh,
see the
okay.
gators in the rivers, they're in the lake.
Somewhere, a couple of them at least.
Yeah.
If I can have my piece, I'll be okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, David. Most lakes they're
Yep.
on the banks. Local tournament here in North Carolina, the guys caught a 4-pound and a 3-pound crappie at High Rock.
Man.
That's what's up. I can't even imagine what a 4-pound crappie look like.
Ugh.
I can't even imagine it.
Yeah. Next spring, man.
Yep.
As long as that water level's right, it's gonna be on.
Yeah. So Jay, this question pop up just about every live. Do we like hand tied or plastics better?
Both.
Before, like 10 years ago, I would say probably hand ties are better, but now with plastics, so how tough they are now,
Yep.
it's either one.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's the
just-
one that
I can
crappie
get a
bite.
plastic. Yeah, I can
Mhm.
get a plastic that lasts just as long.
Right.
It's just a preference, man.
Yep. Just a preference.
I tie them, so I use them. That's what
Yep.
I tell them.
Whatever that crappie wants, that's what I'm gonna give them.
That's it.
Yep.
I've been wanting to try some of the Popeye jigs, but I haven't tried it yet. I'm gonna tie some black and shark just to try them.
Cool.
On some
903,
steelheads.
what's going on, buddy?
Hey, 903, what's up, man?
903. Oh, yeah.
You tie them, Kim? Popeyes?
I can. I've tied
Yeah.
some.
Yeah, I've seen some that Kim has
Yeah.
tied.
I didn't tie anything.
You do them, SK, at all?
No.
Or not really.
No.
Yeah.
I just don't see no need for 'em. I mean, they work. I just
Yeah,
don't like
yeah.
thread. They just wasted
yeah.
thread to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a lot of people. They tie a lot of them. I've just I've just never look like
Right.
it's missing something to me. It's missing.
Yeah. It does
Yeah, I
look a
just
little
don't like
different.
the way it looks anorexic to me, man.
Exactly.
I just don't
But I'll
like
tell you this, as many crappie as I see to hit that daggone split shot, they'll hit anything.
it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
It
they
don't
will.
matter. You
reaction.
just put
Yeah,
something down there in front of them, they
yeah,
gonna hit it.
They get curious. They come up and taste it or
yeah,
whatever. They just
yeah.
That's
do it.
right. Yep.
They sure
I see some
will.
guys talking about smelly jelly a little while ago.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Super Dave looks
I
like.
have this the garlic and the bait fish. It's a
Yeah.
shad, but they call it bait fish.
Right.
15.50 to your door. I basically matched Amazon's price. So
Cool. Yep.
great product.
Without a doubt. Sunfish Assassin, what's going on, man? Ain't seen you in forever. Thanks
Got
for joining us,
another
brother.
got another stock of mad braid in today.
Cool.
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
been
we talk
selling the 10-pound chartreuse a lot.
really.
Yeah.
I need to try some.
Yeah.
They're absorbing the
Sid.
eggs, probably spawned already.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a turn one time. Had absorbed the eggs, and they were great.
Oh wow.
They
Look at
never
slap.
let
Look at
them out.
yeah. Look at Slap Bus talking about Kim. I want to get scared.
I do too, big time.
That's what's up. Super Dave, I really do appreciate you posting those
Yeah.
links, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, like I was saying, Grenada, you get there and I fished about 9 foot of water the whole time. And them crappie, man, it took up if you had the squares on there, probably 4 squares. They're just big.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just slowly get up to them. And if you go too fast or turn that trolling motor, they're gone.
Right.
You have to basically cruise. That's why I have my speed on my graph. And I'll just try to go like 0.1 miles an hour on that thing into the wind and just put that jig on top of them and just keep it there.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually you'll see them start turning on that bait and you just hold on. And they just nail it.
Robert High.
Set the hook and steelhead. I used the number 2 steelhead the whole time.
Yeah.
Bigger hook, you know.
So I think Robert directing this question to you. When you travel to a different state to fish, do you need to get a permit for your boat or just
No,
an out-of-state fishing license?
Just fishing license.
after 90
Yeah.
days, you can
Yeah.
be on any lake for 90
Yeah.
days before you have
Right.
to get a permit.
Yeah. And you have to follow their state rules on that lake limits
Yep.
Yeah.
and every lake's different. Some Mississippi lakes are different as how many you can keep.
Right.
But they're mostly 12-inch. No, they say it has to be larger than 12-inch.
Yeah.
They don't do 12-inch or larger than 12-inch.
Wow.
And 15 most
Yeah.
of the lakes. Or 40 per boat. So if there's whatever in the boat, it's 40 max in the boat.
Danny, you can hit Steve up.
Yeah.
You can either send him an email
Or a message, Facebook message.
or Facebook message if
Yeah.
you're on Facebook.
Yeah.
His email is limitstackle@gmail.com.
Yeah.
If you don't do Facebook.
Yeah. And the website, I'm still what I'm probably gonna do is start a different style because it's been messing up a lot. So I think there's a few different model websites. My plan was just to show photos. Next year when I go full production, I'm gonna retire, and then I'm gonna go full and have a full website with all the electronics on it and everything. And I'm gonna expand. I'm gonna try to do a mini grizzly jigs, all kinds of stuff. So, and you won't be able to beat the price anywhere. You know what I mean? It's gonna be for the fishermen.
So D Sauce asked, do y'all fish when the water high? I fish water high, level, low.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
don't matter.
Yeah.
Go
Puddle.
fishing, man.
Yeah.
It'd be a puddle out fishing. I don't know.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
me and my clients were talking today. It was like, well, do you ever pay attention to the barometric pressure? I said, yeah. When I set the hook on a fish.
I used to get in that. People were talking, and I was like, that's a lot of stuff to go through.
Yeah. And the thing is, I've always said, if you try to line up all the stuff that they say when the
You won't
fish
even be
bite
fishing.
good, you won't go fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
without
waiting
a
on a
doubt.
pristine
Even with
day
the
here. Good
yeah,
luck.
even with the cows, they're saying if the cows are laying
Exactly.
down, it's not
Yep.
going to be a good day fishing. I
Yep.
don't know.
Yeah, you don't fish when it's windy. You ain't gonna fish here too much.
Yep, yep.
Leonard, what's going on, buddy? Mobile, Alabama.
All right, good stuff, Leonard.
That's what's up.
Yep, you got some good fish in Alabama.
Yeah. Dark Horse, what's going on, my brother?
Got my bait fish smelly
Big
jelly
fish,
today.
smelly
Cool,
jelly
man.
today.
Cool, man.
That's what's
Appreciate
up.
the support, man.
Are
And I think
guides
I
allowed to
oh,
catch and keep fish for their clients on a paid trip? No. They can keep. They can, if it's within the limit, they can keep catch fish for their clients,
Mm-hmm.
but the client can't catch his limit, and the guide catch his limit, and then let the client have all the fish. It don't work that way. Now they do have a TPW do have a form that you can get. I think it's transfer
yeah,
of
yeah. They use that at some
something.
tournaments.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you can do that, but I think I really think that they'd have a problem with you uh, being over your limit.
Right.
And I think that transfer of I forget the exact terminology that that form is for. I think that's within a limit. You can't give fish to a person that already have their limit, and that way they'll be over the limit. But if you want to give those fish to somebody that did have a limit, it will be okay.
Yeah, at the tournaments, the one guy was going to keep all the fish, and then the game warden was there and was like, "No, you can't do that.
Right.
There's paperwork you got to fill out, and
Yep.
Yeah, you're over the limit.
yeah,
Right.
in your possession. There's a
Yeah,
limit
Right.
possession too.
yeah, you
Exactly.
can't do that
Yeah.
legally.
Mondo say that his cousin used to say the cows are standing because we gonna do good today.
Yeah. A lot of people
I can
talk
remember
about the
my grandpa
cows.
talking about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. If you see the cows eating, then you know it's going to be a good fishing day.
Yep.
If they're laying down, you better turn around.
Yep. Yep. I've heard that.
Yeah, it's been windy here the last 10 days, man.
Transfer of wildlife resource document. There it is, right there.
Okay. Yep.
Thank you, Danny. Danny. They're in the book on the line as well, I think. Okay. Okay. That handbook that they hand out. That's what's up.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I get
Now
mine every year.
I was supposed to have they got it on their website too. You can
Yep.
print it off of their website. I was supposed to have did that because um me donating fish the way I do, I think that they would probably the right game would probably have a problem with it. You know, most people don't even think about it, but it's law. You
Yeah.
know, it's the law, especially if that person don't have a fishing license, a valid fishing
Right.
license. They'll have an issue with that. Have you seen guys out hoop netting crappie? Made me so mad. I would have called
Man.
what's that what they call that number?
100 game thief or something we
Yeah,
got.
game thief. Yeah, yep.
Okay.
What's it called?
Game theft, I think it's called. They also say you dig a hole on a full moon, you want to have enough dirt to fill it up.
Hmm.
But if I need to dig a hole, I'm gonna dig a hole. D sauce. I know one person that got that crawfish, and they just hadn't seen the results that we do with the garlic or the shad.
Yeah. I haven't used the shad yet, but the garlic, it's real strong and it's real good.
Yeah, yeah. The crawfish. I mean, you can put it right there. I mean, I just didn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't smell it. So Yeah, I know another guy that say he had crawfish and he didn't have that much luck with it.
Mm-hmm.
But the garlic or shad
Yeah.
does really good. Ace225 says he liked that drone shot from your video. You know, Ace, it's back to the same old deal, man. I've been keeping that drone in my boat. And I just can't put it in the air because it's just been way too windy.
Yeah.
It's been way too windy. Mondo says, if me and my son go fishing, can we use the same bucket or basket, or do he need his own? Been using only one basket for both of us. As long as y'all within y'all's limit,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Not
Get
here.
on
don't see where
one.
that would be a problem.
Not
Oh, you
here.
have to have separate.
Yeah, if you got a live well on the boat or a basket, you got to put your fish on one side and yours
Oh
on the
wow,
Oh, wow.
I've never heard of that.
Oh yeah. You can't put your fish together because they don't know whose is who. That's what I was
Right.
told.
Huh. That's like I say, you can find the wrong game warden that'll tell you,
Yeah.
you
Yep.
know, you just.
That's why I
I've
buy
never.
this book.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I've just never heard of that.
If I don't buy it, that's why I get it.
Yeah, I mean, the only time I see that be a problem is if you got some illegal fish in there. Other than that, you know.
All right.
See if I can find it in here.
Steve Realfoot is in Tiptonville, Tennessee,
Okay.
about 1 hour from me in Mayfield, Kentucky.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I seen some big fish out of there.
Look at the Super Dave talking about strap that GoPro to a kite then. That's funny right there.
Man. Yeah, I need to play with my GoPro more, man.
Yeah.
I
I've
need to
been
do a
waiting on you to
video.
do it.
I know. I went out there and played with it. I haven't done no recording yet. That's what I need to do.
Yeah.
I got the card in there and
Uh-oh. Here we go. Hey, Steve, talk about the new transducer.
oh yeah, I got a couple buddies. They messaged me and they said, "Hey, can you find the new one? I'm ready to buy it." So got online. I remember seeing a guy had two of them. He was keeping one. He was in Dallas, so I messaged another guy that was trying to buy it, and he said, "Yeah, he didn't buy it." So I finally getting told to hold of the guy. He said, "Yep, I got it." He wanted $100 more than he paid for it, which is fair in these times. You know, you can't find them.
Right.
So I told my two buddies they only want the transducer. So I ended up buying it.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on. First thing impression, a lot bigger. The way you mount it, it's a little different. The bracket's a lot better. It's got like a through hole, and then it threads into the bracket. Versus the four bolts are the same, but the design's a lot better. It comes with a perspective mount. That before was $99 extra.
Yeah.
And then they have 3 lines, so you know which direction. You know, because a lot of times with the old one, you turn it, and people weren't sure. You know, if it was the right angle. This has 2 hash marks. You line it up, and you're perfect. Get it level on the water. Looked good. I didn't really mess with it a lot, but I was having dead spots between 4 and 6 foot. My the fish would disappear, and sometimes I need that. You know, when I'm fishing.
Right.
So I was just tired of it, and yeah, I put it on. I like it. I only fished 10 foot of water, maybe 3/4 a day, and I went up to 20 just to see. And I just fished trees, and it looked good. Next thing I'm gonna do, go out and play with distances. You know, I heard some stuff about some people didn't like it real close, but further away they liked it. But I think it was overall it was a good deal. I sell electronics, so for me it's a win-win. You know, if someone wants to go out and check it out, and so it's good. I like it. A lot more. They're going for sale pretty good now. You can most of the time you can find them now, and in about a month I'll be selling them. I'm gonna get them in about a month. So if you need them, just let me know. I'll have them in a month. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Good design, and it's like anything with Lowrance. Every 4 years they come out with a new graph. You know,
Right.
Hummingbird, same thing. So it's nothing different. Technology changes, you know, and then there's a new Garmin update. I don't know if people noticed
in the last 5 days. I think it is. I think it came out April 7th.
Yeah,
My
Shane
new
say
Garmin
say
update.
he updated his and he likes it better than the 19 too.
Okay, I heard mixed thing, and that's gonna. Not everyone's
It's
gonna
gonna
like
happen
it. Yeah,
regardless
yeah.
because
So
some people they just don't know. Some
right,
people don't
right.
know.
Yeah. So I'm gonna update it as soon as I get back. And I
Yeah,
did notice I tried to install just the transducer and I couldn't get it to recognize. So
right.
I installed the box with it, bam, picked it up, and instead of live scope system, it comes up live scope plus system. The update was the same version,
Yep.
but it was a live scope plus system.
Yeah.
So on my thing, actually, Kevin, I got two 16-inch graphs, three live scopes, two trolling motors. I'm like, man, I need to purge
Gorman,
some of that stuff.
no, Gorman need to sign you up.
I know. Yeah. I
So
got my
Tim
boat
asked.
wrapped a couple weeks ago. Looks
Yep,
good.
it
I
looks really
scratched it
good.
up a little bit. And
Ah,
it's funny is I was going with one wrap company. They were taking too long. My buddy introduced me to another wrap company, brought it over there. They didn't do it. And I gave a 700 deposit. They ended up giving me half my deposit and the material. And I was pissed off. I went back to the first guy. He wrapped it. Beautiful job. I was unpacking my mail today, and they actually sent back the rest of my deposit.
oh
So I got my
wow,
whole deposit back, plus I kept the material. So God's
wow.
good, you know what I mean?
Yep, yep,
Yep.
yep.
In the long run, for my troubles.
Yeah.
And then when I went to go pay for the wrap at the place I got it done, I was expecting to pay $1,000, and the guy said $400.
Oh wow.
And I was like, man, God's good. I got
Yeah.
I got a break. So,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna pay it forward. I'm gonna advertise for them. Good guys.
Without a doubt.
Yep.
Without a doubt. Yep. Yep.
Probably take them
So
crappie fishing. You know what I
there
mean?
you go.
Yep.
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 So Tim asked, what do we do for fun when we're not crappie fishing?
Crappie fish. I'm busy making baits, selling
Tie jigs and
tackle.
flies. That's what I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do
So
Just
anything else.
just keep busy, man. I like
yeah.
smoking, putting stuff on the smoker.
I will
Yeah.
do that now.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that stuff. It's good.
Yeah. I enjoy cooking too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But if I got the right time, fishing is the deal, man.
Oh yeah.
Without a doubt. But we just normal people, man. We
Yep.
got,
Yep.
we're all married. We all have families.
Yep.
We
Yep.
spend. I got grandkids. I spend
Yep.
time with my grandkids.
Yeah.
Yep.
Want to get a garden started. I've been talking about getting a garden
Yeah.
going for
Yep.
I don't know how
Yep.
long. Still hadn't made that happen, but uh, just
Yeah. A couple
you
of
know,
things I want to start. I want to have two butt seats in the front, so we can sit side by side. I got the double seat set up.
yeah,
I want to put
You got the
pedestals
Dub
on
L?
there just to try it out. Yeah, double. I got the third gen. Yeah.
hmm
And I even never used them in the boat. I've put them on there, and I fish out at a
yeah,
butt seat right now, but I want to have the duals, and then we could
hmm
just, you know what I mean?
yeah,
So it'll be pretty good. So I want to test that out.
yeah.
Thinking about a new boat probably in 2 years.
Kim Super Dave said, "What if you only have one live well you fishing over there?"
I don't know.
You got to
That's
buy a
just
new
what
boat.
I heard. Yeah, that's what I heard. We just throw them in there anyway, but that's what
Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah.
We don't get stopped enough to know,
Right, right. Usually, I've only been asked to see the fish one time, and I was already out the water.
But when
Right.
you're fishing the docks, if like you're dock fishing, you both have to have a string, and you can't put them on the same string.
Yeah, yeah. If you're actually bank
I know.
fishing, kind of, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't put them in the
Yeah.
same bucket. I know that for a fact.
Or Ken say if you share a live well, one guy snips the back fin, then they'll say the fish too short.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't know until it happens to you, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put it that way.
And they got to show you in writing, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah. I'm looking through this book and I don't see nothing that says
Yeah.
that.
Look at this. Robert Jones say, if the limit's 25 and you have two in a boat and you have 49 fish, can both of you continue to fish since one of you would have a limit? You can have 25 and catch 100 plus more fish It's just that you can't keep
Yeah.
them in your boat.
Possession. Yeah.
Yep. It's catch and
Yeah.
release.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about JD asked anyone tried anise oil. I've heard a lot
I
about it.
used to.
Annie's, yeah, I used to
Yeah, I
use it
used
years
to.
ago.
Yeah.
That was the original scent before they
Yeah,
came up
yeah,
with all this
yeah.
other stuff.
The bass guys use it to lube the baits and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the bags.
So Robert posted up all from the Texas Handbook. Fish you take and possess must be kept separate and distinctively identified from fish taken by another person if you're away from your catch. See that? Away?
Yeah. They put all these trick words in there.
Yep. Yep. I think but that will show, but what that tells me is if it's one person with over 25 fish, they got an issue with it. If it's
Right.
two people in a boat, you don't have to keep them
Right.
separate. But you'll have guys that'll have 30 fish. Oh, I had my buddy with me, but he's not here no more. And that's what that takes away from.
Yeah.
But it says here, illegally taken sport fish may be given to another person if accompanied by a dated written notice that includes donor's printed name, signature address, or permit or license number. It's the only way you can give fish to another person.
Yeah.
So
who does that?
Yeah.
I've been in jail 100 times then.
Wow. Let's do a giveaway, y'all. I'm going to do a giveaway. Let me get this thing started up. I don't know why I didn't have it hooked up already.
But that's why you buy these books, because they change a few things every year.
Yep.
And just to get you.
Yep.
You got to stay. And they tell you, oh, they have the books. Why did you get it?
Yeah. Hold'em Hook say, I think I'm going to move my transducer to my trolling motor. Don't think I like the pole mount thing much. Hey, dude, I'm going to tell you something. If you want the best results from LiveScope, you need it on your troll motor.
Right. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. You look at any of the major tournaments.
Yeah.
You may see two people out there with a pole, and they rookies.
Yeah. Or they have two live scopes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And they'll have one on something, one on the other, because that's the only option.
Right. Yep.
I bought that separate pole on the trolling motor mount, and I had that cable. It's just too much to do, man. Your mind only can do so much.
Exactly.
You only got two hands.
Yep. Anything other than on the troll motor is for people that want to pull up to a pile and spot lock.
Right.
If you want to chase fish, if you want to be accurate and drop on fish, it got to be
successful all the time.
Yep.
Everyone can find one fish, get lucky, big fish, know, but consistency and that, you have to have it on trolling motor.
That's right. All right, guys, let me get this thing started up. I'm gonna give away some jigs. Giveaway tool.
Yeah, thanks for everyone for the prayers, man. Appreciate it, guys.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Do you have some safe travels going up that road too, bro?
Yeah. Yeah, Kim, I didn't have them colors, but I have some other colors. What I'll do is I'll send you a picture of what I have.
Yeah, just show me what you got.
Yeah, I know I got white, red, orange, blue, like a baby blue.
Yeah.
If you want one, let me know. And because they're getting hard to find, and once they're gone, it's gonna. I like to keep a couple spares just for myself.
Yeah. I definitely.
I use some purple tinsel chenille. Oh man, that was on fire on Fort.
Oh yeah.
On a 1/16. Oh yeah. I did a chartreuse head. No, I did a pink head, purple body with a chartreuse tail. And then I did a chartreuse head, black body, chartreuse tail. Them things were on fire.
Yeah.
with a number 4 steelhead.
Oh yeah.
You see the
Hey,
comment
that's good.
Murdoch put up there?
I forgot who won them steelhead hooks. I need to
I
find
hadn't
out who
did it
that
yet.
was. Oh, okay,
I hadn't did it
okay.
yet.
I thought
Murdoch
I was behind on that.
say he get ready to get him a live scope.
Oh, cool.
I know nothing about Gorman units. Always been a bird guy. I'm thinking 10-inch. Any suggestion? 106 SV. Unless you want to do some recording. And then if you want to do that, get a GPS map unit. But if you're not going to be doing YouTube videos or anything like that, that 106 SV is a beast. It shows it has high resolution. It's one of the better units.
Bass Pro 999.
Yep.
And
SK, you run
they're gonna be gone real soon.
Yeah. I run the one that came with it, Major. It's the 8 degree.
Yeah. Yep.
My trolling motor is a Minn Kota Power Drive V2. It gets twisted so bad. Look up Cornfield Crappie gear. Yep. Look up Cornfield Crappie gear and get their cable saver. It's the one that I use.
Yep.
Cornfield Crappie gear.
Yep.
Steve, here's some of those Popeye looking jigs right here.
Hold on a minute, let me blow you up.
Yeah, I bought the
small.
UV lamp. I got the resin. I just haven't done none yet.
Let me blow you up, Kim.
Okay. Yeah. What kind of?
Yep. Put your hand behind it. Put your hand.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I don't even know where these came from.
The
I
eyes
didn't
on
time.
it's just a dot of.
Just a dot of.
It looks like some
polish.
kip tail or something.
Yeah, it's probably
like kip tail.
Kip tail. It is kip tail. It's a little not as stiff as.
Yeah.
I don't know
what do
where
you
they
think
came from.
about kip tail? You like kip tail?
It's
What do you
okay.
think?
It's in the middle of bucktail, kip tail, the marabou. It's in the middle.
Yeah.
It's not stiff. It's not real stiff, but it's stiffer than.
Yeah.
I mean, I got some. I just never use it. Like I said, I don't know where these jigs came from. They ain't mine.
Yeah.
I got stuff.
There's a custom jig I did for a guy, South Carolina. Yeah, blow me up real quick. It's a 132nd pillhead with a silver chenille and the spandex. It's a spandex tail. It's like spinnerbait stuff, but it's a little different. It stretches.
Yeah.
And in
that
the water,
stuff
this thing is.
that I showed you?
Yep. Yeah, a guy in South Carolina, he's been killing them with it. This one had
What are those, gold eyes?
Yeah.
Gold eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Spanaflex or something.
Spandaflex. It works good.
Yeah,
here I got some gray ghosts, 1/16, and then I got some white and chartreuse. I just got done bagging a bunch. Got some black and chartreuse.
Yep.
Got some purple chartreuse. Yeah, so as soon as they get back, and then some orange and chartreuse. Yeah. Orange and chartreuse, that's a good color.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I used to use it a lot, man. I just hadn't used it much lately.
It catches orange catches big fish, man. I don't care.
And then we need to set a date for like a Houston get together.
Yeah.
I'll roll down there and we'll work on something.
Yeah.
Probably in May, maybe.
That's what's up.
Got the jams going.
Yep.
Yep.
Give away these plastics.
You got some plastics?
Man, I got a ton of plastic over here.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to give away some of them.
Yep.
You ain't doing them but rot over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm just gonna do a mixed bag, and I'm gonna do the draw. We're gonna go ahead and knock this draw. We're over 2 hours already. I think we've had some very, very good topics that we talked about tonight.
Yep.
That will help you put more and bigger fish in your boat. And let's do this draw real quick. Here we go. Good luck. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go chase the bluegill and red here tomorrow. Jay Berry.
Yeah. Congrats,
Jay
Jay.
Berry. Congratulations.
That's cool, man. Hope you're
Without
feeling
a
better,
doubt.
Jay, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, y'all gonna do a you probably got a couple weeks of things you got going on, right? You gonna
Yeah,
do
yeah. And I'm not gonna be able to mail. I'll do it when I
Right,
get
right.
back.
Okay.
I hate
Well,
for
you won't.
people to be waiting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll just do it when you get back.
Yeah,
We'll
Let's
just-
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kim got a mixed bag right there too. So let's do this draw.
Yeah.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So
Uh-oh.
Jay,
No,
if
8.
you would,
There's 8 baits
Super.
in here.
Super Dave just put my email in the chat right there. If you would send me your mailing address,
Yeah.
and I'll get those shipped out. We're gonna do this draw again for the giveaway that Kim got. Here we go. T Will.
Yep. Congrats, man.
Congratulations. That's what's up.
Yep.
Enjoyed it, guys. Really did. I'll
Yeah,
tell
it's
you
good
what,
stuff,
man.
man.
Steve, when I talk to you, man, I'm telling you, I forgot all about today was Wednesday, man. All I had on my mind is, hey, I'm gonna go try to find this 3-pounder.
Yeah.
And then my wife had to call me 5 times before I was like, man, something might be wrong. Let me answer this phone.
I was getting ready to text you myself.
What time did you start the live?
I was on time.
Oh, he's
Okay.
on time.
Yeah.
Yep. I didn't get here till 8:45.
Oh,
We didn't
man.
get the link till like 8.
Yeah, I seen the link. 8:50 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's when I work the best, man. If I'm under pressure, I can tell you, I get it done.
That's good, man. Yep.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I just want to see if I was gonna be able to get on the couch tonight or not.
But guys, let's go ahead and close this thing out. We did a couple
Yeah, it's
giveaways.
been good,
We talked
man.
a lot about
Yep.
some good
Hit
stuff.
the thumbs up.
Yep, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Guys, I want to thank Steve again.
Yeah.
Be careful going up that road.
Yep. I'll be in
Oh,
touch. I'll be in touch.
Yeah. Anything that you need, brother, just let me know. And
Yep.
If it's capable, it's done.
Yep. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Kim, appreciate you coming on, brother. Appreciate the giveaway.
Oh yeah.
And everybody in the chat, like we always say every week. Super Dave,
Yep.
let's give a shout out to all the moderators. Super
Yep.
Dave, we got
Yeah,
Slick,
appreciate it, Super Dave.
without a doubt, man.
Yep.
Super Dave,
Yep.
that dude is on it.
Yeah. When I get back, I get a care package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Wish he could get down here and fish with me.
That'd be
we
cool.
might try to make that happen one time.
Yeah.
But him, Slick, Big Les.
Go to Houston,
Big Les,
come to Fort. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, Big Les is at work. I think LBG is at work also.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call out old Kitchen too. That joker there told me he's gonna come on the show 5 times already and never showing up. So I might
Bluegill
have...
used his live scope, caught some fish. Yep.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Sorry guys that don't like the live scope. You know, I know y'all was pushing old bluegill. Hey man, we like it. It's good. You don't have live scope.
Yeah, he's got it now.
Hey, all you gotta do is use live scope one time.
Yeah.
You will become a live scoper.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. But guys, let's get out of here. We over 2 hours. Appreciate it, everybody.
Yeah. Appreciate
We
it.
will be back next week.
Yep.
Same time, same
Same
flavor.
flavor.
All right. Take care,
Peace
guys.
out, all.
Peace.
All right.